Alright guys, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man's attacking Tatooine. There was nothing I could do about it, it just happened. And now he's on Hoth. It still doesn't make any sense.
Alright, I think it's about time we get back to building the mountains over here by the shield generator. As you know, in a previous episode, we did build this little corner part around the shield generator here, but we did leave a lot of the back half unfinished, and that's what I intend to get to today. Now, that's going to be, an architectural challenge as it usually is. We're going to have to figure out some way to build support for the mountain itself, so that's going to be interesting. But we already do have this roof line in place, so I think we can just follow that out, and then it'll be fine. So let's get started. Okay, so first things first, I need to raise this pillar up here with these windows carved down in it to make it at the same level as the overhang, just so everything meshes up properly, and I want to do that all around the whole edge. So let's do that. All right, there we go. Got that level built up. I did find a little bit of an issue. I mean, those aren't exactly on the same level there. This is one stud higher, so, I'm not gonna worry about it. Yeah, I'm sure will all work itself out. That's just a hiccup in the road. But anyway, now we've got to build this pillar over across to here and then kind of connect it up through there and then build some sort of roof in between so we can start building our actual mountain back. All right, so there we go. There's our beam. I'm just gonna use these plates to kind of have a roof here. But once that happens, I won't have access to these minifigures down here, and they keep falling over because they're not held in with something. We could pull up the floor and put little studs for them to stand on, but that would take time, and I'm not doing it. So I'm just gonna enlist the help of this gorilla fella here, and we're gonna go to town. Let's just start.
Assistant, what the hell are you doing?
We're just.
Is that glue?
Yeah, we just got to make sure that these guys are going to stay in their place and not give us any trouble.
That's like a big no-no.
Yeah, okay.
All the Lego elitists online are going to be like, you can't glue Legos together. That's like Lord Business.
I'm Lord Business. You can't tell me what to do. They're my Legos.
That's true. I hope you glue your fingers together.
I just might. We just got to get them standing there in their positions. And then the glue will do its work overnight. You just reduced the value of that C-3PO by 25 cents. C-3PO is only worth $2 anyway.
That Princess Leia is worth, how much is that one worth?
We're not doing it on a good Princess Leia.
Oh, okay. That's a crapper Princess Leia.
Okay.
I cannot believe you're gluing Legos. Actually, I think it's fantastic. Ha ha, we're gluing Legos.
Yeah, there is a simple solution. You could just put the studs in the floor. I know, it's like, yes, we could just rip up the floor and put little studs in there.
But that would take time.
Yes, it would. We don't have time.
We don't have time.
Listen, we got it.
We got glue.
Mr. Business is telling us we got to get this done. This is like cost-cutting measures. Even if it's like...
It looks a lot better without studs, too.
Well, it's like when you're building a water slide and the county's like, all right, you got to make sure to use rivets and welding. So you just use rivets to save time.
I mean, what? So a few kids fly off of it.
Exactly. So now we can put on the roof and move forward with building the mountain.
I can't believe he glued Legos. You know what? If we don't get more subscribers, I say we glue the whole thing.
The entire thing.
The entire thing. We're just gonna pour glue over it. Just a big bucket of glue.
Not only would that take forever and cost a ridiculous amount of money, it would just be the dumbest thing imaginable. You're just destroying all of it.
I say if we don't get 10,000 subscribers by like Christmas, we pour a bucket of glue over this UCS Star Destroyer.
All right, well, there's our roof/base for the mountain, and we did get a ton more mountain pieces so we can continue the build, and I think we're definitely going to continue it here today, so let's get building.
Yes. Well, it's just a nice little pattern you got going here to cover up the roof.
Well, it's more just about coverage than prettiness.
I understand. Now you realize when you cover up the medical bay, it's going to be very dark in there. And several commenters have asked, including fan favorite Target Legend, are we going to light up parts of this MOC?
Well,
some LED lighting.
We tried with the Jabba's Palace. I don't know if any of you guys remember the lighting saga when we were doing Jabba's Palace. And all I remember was trying to incorporate it was super difficult, and it took a bunch of time. It was really hard. The lights we had were not even bright enough, so you couldn't see anything. So it ultimately defeated the purpose.
Yeah, so they did suck.
But I'm willing to try other light brands to try to,
Well, Target Legend gave us some that were really bright, and I wonder if I could stick some in there. Now, will I be able to get some lights in there after the roof is on, or is that going to be damn near impossible?
Figure it out. I mean,
I like it.
If we really want to, okay, we got to make sure the shield generator is being maintained in the correct position here. If we really wanted to, we always can add it in later as well.
That's true. I was just thinking a few spots, like under there, could use a little lighting. The Tauntaun pen. Those Tauntauns get kind of scared at night. And then over there in that corner where the fuel depot is.
I do think that our mountain here needs some more diverse elements, so I'm adding in some pokey bits.
Pokey bits?
Yeah, some pokey bits that poke out a little bit.
Oh, that poke out. I was thinking you were saying pokey bits like the genitalia of a Pokemon.
Oh, no, that's not what I was referring to.
So just little white slope bricks that poke out.
Yeah, because you got to have a little bit of texture in here, because when you're looking at it from head on, I want there to still be some signs back here that there are details. So that's what I'm doing.
But do Pokemon reproduce? Do they have sex and have little Pokemon, or do they just erupt out of balls?
Well, I mean, I can tell you one thing. The Pokemon Gardevoir definitely pulls in the trainers. As one of her moves is seduce, so
Oh.
she's gotta be pulling.
Oh, okay. So I'm sorry, you were doing some serious Lego talk, and I just started talking foolishness.
Yes.
So they're really snugged in there up against this shield generator, eh?
Yeah, unfortunately, I wanted this to be a bit bigger than what it ended up. All right, so I do want to just stop here. I eventually want to continue the corner out to here and have the mountain extend all the way up. But as Lee was saying, they are really snugged in there. I wanted this ledge to kind of be a little bit bigger than what it ended up, but I think it will work. I also want to add a little bit of rock detail there, kind of like another extension that comes up a little bit. So it is going to work out pretty well. It does isolate the shield generator, which was one thing that we really wanted, was the shield generator to be isolated from the main battlefield, because it kind of is in the movie. It's just off in the distance. So this will keep it separated from the base and the actual battlefield when it's up here sitting on its pedestal. It just took a lot of work to actually get it here, and now we've got to kind of snake around it with our mountains. So let's continue building.
So assistant, you were away a bit, so I put some mountains in back here, and I hung some ships.
Very good.
Although this one keeps pointing in the wrong direction. Did you have a look at what I did? Is it any good?
I did. I liked the transport. I know that was something we wanted to have. It was one of those videos that just kept getting put off.
Yes.
I'm glad it eventually actually came to be.
I kind of like the scale of the little X-Wings too.
Yeah, it works.
I think we gotta paint this ceiling though like black or something. It looks kind of dumb.
That would be incredibly terrifying. I don't know how we would do that.
That's true. It would probably end up with a black Star Destroyer, which also would look pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know. We'd have to move Hoth out or something.
You always seem to do better at the mountain work than I, assistant.
I play a lot of Minecraft.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah.
Does that help you with the textures and landscaping and whatnot?
I think it does. I think it does a little bit. The translation between Minecraft and Lego is, is evident.
Well, these are real though.
Well, yeah, but they're all block shaped, so same thing. It's like the same thing, different title. Yes, they just translate over well. And in Minecraft, you have to, like, sometimes you want to build a house on like a cliff or something, you got to shape the cliff. And
that's what you're doing right now. Literally.
Exactly. So also you just kind of have to have a certain eye for it. Leaky, and I'm sorry, I don't think you have.
I don't have the eye for it.
You don't have the eye, no.
No. I can go on Rubricable and build cool little tchotchkes.
I like the
gizmos.
tchotchkes. They're my favorite. I was looking around and I was like, dang, we definitely have a lot of tchotchkes.
And I did do some of the mountain work in the front, but I agree. I think you have a better eye for it.
Yeah, it just kind of.
That's why you're the assistant and I'm the leaky.
The assistant, yeah. My job. Just doing my job.
Doing your job. Put down bricks.
One after the other. Yeah, when you go to build a Lego mountain, you got to remember that you are working with bricks, and you also have to remember best thing that you can do is layer it, because then you can see each layer come to be. At least that's how I see it. Instead of trying to like build one half at one time and then the other half at the other time. So.
We do have this one yellow piece right in the middle of the mountain, but I kind of like it. Everybody wanted yellow snow, so now we got a little yellow snow in there.
I like the mixture of yellows and white, because I think, well, for one, that's just how the white Legos are. When you buy them on Bricklink, you don't really get it. If they're just used or new, the new ones look obviously perfectly white, but the used ones, it's always very hit or miss. You don't know what you're gonna get.
So it's not like a little kid peed on his pile of Legos and they turn yellow. They just age in time, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, there's a certain chemical process that happens with plastics, especially white plastics, when they get exposed to UV light.
Oh, poor Lobricks.
I would never
What are you tearing to shreds down there? Is that a raccoon Santa? It is a raccoon Santa.
Alright. Whoa. I just felt the whole Lego mountain shift a little bit.
A seismic event?
I don't know what it was. It was scary.
I keep thinking that at some point there's going to be some sort of collapse.
Yeah, I think Tatooine has more likelihood of collapse. Everything over here, I mean, at least for the most part, like
sound secure.
I built this. I remember building this thinking that we're also going to have to put the ion cannon on top, so I wanted as many solid points as possible. So pretty much all these walls, like, you can put a fair amount of
So
pressure
Target
into.
Legend did say the ion cannon we're building is 12 inches in diameter.
Well, we have tons of room to mount it on.
Okay.
I think it's going to get
But we're gonna
mounted
have to-
over here.
But are we going to have to cover up the command
No,
center?
I don't want to.
Well, just to let you know, it's 12 inches in diameter, and that is, I don't think that's 12 inches.
No, it's not. But what we can do is we're going to do some more cliff head shenanigans. We can build this up probably to like right here and then have some overhang.
I gotcha. Overhang.
Probably going to need to lift this up a little bit. I don't know what we're going to do.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I think this side of the mountain might be a little bit taller just because of the ion cannon. But, you know, we're going to do all kinds of
cool.
stuff. Yep, it is going to be cool.
Are you going to cover up that police brick that's right there?
Is there a police brick?
There's a police
You
brick.
guys can take them apart.
Oh, Lego City.
You know, we've
You
been...
can get a whole new Lego City set for like 12 bucks. One Star Wars Lego set, $7,000.
$7 grand.
$7 grand.
You got a second mortgage on your house.
You can get the entire Lego City collection from the history of the world for one UCS Star Destroyer.
I wonder, like, if you were to take $800 and buy one of the UCS sets and then compare it to, like, what the equivalent you could get in Lego City would be and present it to a kid, if they would take, it's like, these are the equivalent value, you get to take one. If they would take the big Star Destroyer over, like, what likely would to be more than like a whole city. Like a ton of different things, a bunch of different vehicles, basically a whole functioning Lego City.
Does a kid even care about the Star Destroyer? Like if they saw this completely built and they were like this
I
or
feel
Lego
like
City?
In the long run, they would regret getting. I feel like most. I don't know. It'd be a hard choice, but you'd pick the Star Destroyer. You can't really play with that. Well, I got the first layer done. There we go. Well, actually, the second layer. So now we have to go for the third layer, which is now going to be made up of the taller bricks because we've been moving up the scale a bit.
And I just bought you a bunch of them.
Yes, so that is very good because we definitely need them. I'm not exactly using the craziest of techniques like we used elsewhere, just because the shield generators are going to be the main you know, the main focus here. So
Well, it's
not
kind
too
of
much
blocking
concern.
behind there, so you can't really see.
Yeah, but you know, I'll still give it some. I'll still give
Little
it some
details.
flair.
Some flair, some textures.
But I'm definitely not going to be trying to sculpt this like nothing fancy here.
Unlike this sculpted masterpiece on the front over here.
Yeah, I'd say masterpiece.
Masterpiece. It's a masterpiece.
I am shocked that it's as big as it is, and it has gotten as large as it has. I did not think that was going to ever see the light of day, but
Nope.
yet here we are.
We have outdone ourselves.
And yet here we are. Okay, so there we have it. There's the last layer. So yeah, I think it definitely adds that nice little back lip to the shield generators there, even though it doesn't look too much different because the shield generators is still the main frame of focus over here. It is finally that back border. It's very important that we develop this area still with room to expand in the back, because we are going to be putting an ion cannon above this, and that's kind of what this whole support area here is for. So it's definitely going to be, you know, the spot for the ion cannon. But anyway, that's going to do it for today's episode as far as building goes. But we still do have to add in some minifigures. And for this week's episode, I wanted to address a problem I've been noticing. We don't have nearly as many old Rebel Troopers as we do the new Rebel Troopers standing in groups. So as you can see, there's no new old Rebel Trooper there, no old Rebel Trooper there, hardly any old ones in the back as well. So it's kind of an uneven distribution. So I want to add in 2 older style Rebel Troopers in 2 notable areas. First area is back here, back by this power unit here. I did want to just add in one more figure around these things, just because in the movie there are tons of them around them. So there's one more Rebel Trooper, and now that's that older style, it definitely does balance out that group a little bit. And for that other old Rebel Trooper, I'm actually going to put him back here in the running group. I know he's just one, so I do think that we're going to want to add maybe another one in the future. Maybe kind of more towards the front there.
The
in
one
between.
is Rex. This one, I think this is Rex.
Rex.
Yep, see? It's Rex.
It's not Rex. He's dead.
Rex. Rex isn't dead. Rex is still around, man.
That's a lie. But yeah, we're just going to add him to this group here just to kind of round out the selection there. I do want to add in, sprinkle a little bit more of those old troops in around, just because we have a lot more of the newer style troops when it comes to our Echo Base area. As far as our trench goes, I definitely think we have an even distribution of those guys. So yeah, I mean, we have enough of them to where it definitely brings in some variety, which is what I like to see. Maybe we should mix them up a little bit, but there is still a lot of the old style guys in there, and then there are still a lot of the older guys styles up front as well, but I definitely think we need more. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. If you did like what we did today with the shield generator, don't forget to leave a like, because it definitely helps us out. And if you subscribe, you won't miss any of the Hoth updates, as especially we are getting closer to the end of this build here. Hoth is definitely getting bigger and bigger. I mean, come on, look at that. Our mountain's almost done. So, you know, we're definitely going to be wrapping this up soon. So don't miss out on that, because that's going to be epic. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see ya in the next one.